Hello, hi my tribe, this is Colette here like usual, but yeah, there's something different, don't you see it? Alright, I'm just waiting to see who is coming today. Hello, Lone, just Lone. How are you doing? Where are you from? We have a special guest today. It's going to be super fun, more fun than usual. Two fun people here. Antonio, Spain. Are you from Spain? That would be a good guess. Spain. Yeah, awesome. So waiting a minute. I'm Colette Stryker, licensed psychotherapist, and I'm the co-founder of MAP. And today I have an awesome friend here, former client, and we'll talk about it. I leave the secret going. And from New Zealand. Cool. Oh, Alabama. Hello. Yeah, we have New Zealand here on Facebook. So if you didn't know that, in the Instagram, we're cloning ourselves right now, and we're on Facebook at the same time. Good morning from New Zealand. Yay, good afternoon from Houston.
New Zealand. Oh, cool.
Yeah, New Zealand. Anne is actually our top certified coach.
Oh, cool.
MAP coach. So she is in the Facebook group, belongs to the... Hello, everyone. Candy's here.
Good morning.
Good morning, good night, and good evening.
Hey,
good
Brazil.
night.
Oh, I love Brazil.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Miguel is into also the soccer.
Yeah.
Brazil is so fanatic of soccer. I am too.
LA. Oh, I'm originally from San Francisco. Cool.
All right, what do we have here? All those groups. All right, well, welcome everyone. It's going to be a really fun day. Last Friday, I did a magnetization, if you have been with me.
Sorry, I'll say hi to Canada.
Oh, cool. Go ahead. We're going to just crisscross each other and have fun. Canada.
Yeah.
Welcome. So we have New Zealand, we have Canada, we have Brazil South.
California, Los Angeles.
Oh, Los Angeles.
Hey.
Here we go. That's why I love Instagram. It's my favorite with, Facebook too. Because we are literally having all the love. Thank you for the love, guys. I love that. The little hearts. Well, today is a fun day. On Friday, I was doing a magnetization on health, if you remember it. And if you don't, go to the Facebook group, it's recorded, and it was the first magnetization on health that I did. But then I talked to my former client, Miguel, and we talked about health, and he's an expert in that. And so he said, hey, I would like to share a story with your group. Anne said it was a good one. Yeah, I have, personally, I've been lucky to create, a body that didn't have to go anywhere for 30 years, any doctors, anything. So I've been in health, but then it was pretty easy for me to tune into that vibration and share it with you. So, I was talking to Miguel about it because he has this example of a story. And I want you to hear the story because it will show you how the mind is so powerful that it creates anything and it can discreate anything. And in terms of health, there is no limit to what it can do when you know how to magnetize, how to focus, how to clear. And especially it's about clearing here. The story that you're going to hear is clearing all those negative thoughts, beliefs, etc. Miguel is going to talk to you about that. So, Miguel, there is a client of yours. Miguel is an expert in health and many different. You are going to explain first what you do, and then he can tell you about beginning where the client was at the beginning.
Cool. Basically, I'm a mind pattern specialist, so I basically pick up on all the patterns your mind's developing and what you're showing to me and stuff like that. So I can pick it up pretty easily, pretty quickly, what's going on. And from there, we basically use MAP. We use a lot of other techniques also just to get rid of these beliefs that are maybe slowing down your life. And the reason I'm sharing this story because it was so dramatic, the shift with this client. And this client had a pretty big shift. This client got Lyme disease while she was in New York City, and it became really, really debilitating, like to the point where she had blinders on her eyes. She couldn't see light. She lost total mobility. She would be extremely tired, would maybe hold a 30-second conversation, and the rest of her day was basically in pain. And we actually had to blend her food because she couldn't actually chew. So she's at a point where she can't chew, so she can't have basic food. So basically she has a liquid diet. And that's basically where I picked up from when I met this client. And through map clearing and just switching the mindset, we literally, it's transformed her so much. It's unbelievable. It's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I wanted to share that. Just so you know, the client, the client right now is now eating full regular meals, has the ability to see. She was blind for 2 years.
Oh,
2 years. She thought she would never see again. All this, and we actually reduced 80% of her medications, so she's completely, almost completely off of all medications. So, and all we've switched is the mind. We've not introduced a new medication. We've not done anything external. All we did was switch the mindset. So it's pretty awesome. So initially, I feel like we cleared a lot on these beliefs and patterns. And then as these beliefs and patterns started to shift, we cleared enough stuff that now she just focuses on cool stuff, enjoyable stuff. And once you get to that point, it really starts to take off. And I think that's been the big shift with Kayla. And I was going to share with you a couple of tips that we found along the road that really helped Kayla switch and have a completely different mindset. So one of the first things we found with health was basically at the essence of health is how much do you love yourself. That is the number one thing that's going to decide your health, basically. How much can you love yourself right now in this second? And that's what we focused on, and we started creating ways that she could love herself. And that was pretty difficult in the beginning because you don't have much to really work with when you don't see, when you can't eat a meal, when you can't leave your house, when you haven't left your house in 5 years, when you haven't seen a friend in 2 to 3 years. So it was pretty tough to take someone and tell them to love their life right now. That'd be a pretty difficult task. But that's exactly what we did. And essentially, one of the first things we did with Kayla was simply have her start to catch and develop the ability to find when she was off of her basically game, what we can call it, or whatever, when she was going down a path that wasn't necessarily the best. So once we got Kayla to realize that maybe there's a chance that she can change her mindset, that'd be so simple with MAP, because MAP, once we start teaching the person MAP, they can do it on themselves. So they clear many things that way. So as we went through this process, Kayla started to do things like just notice when she would punish herself in the beginning. So it'd be simple, something simple like, if she, dropped a pencil, that'd be a big deal. She really punished herself. Maybe you don't punish yourself in that same way, but if there's any punishment, it tends to bring out the ability to punish yourself more later. So the first thing we did for health was just stop punishing yourself in any way. And you don't really need punishment to learn at all. I feel like something that was instilled as you grew up, like in school, like if you act up, you get punished in a certain way, you get a demerit, you get something. So we keep teaching ourselves that way as adults. So the very first thing you got to do is just stop punishing yourself for anything. I mean, we all just come out here with like no guideline to life. So we're just like running around, and most people, if they admit, don't really know what's going on. And as you go through, you just pick up things. So of course, as you're going through, you're going to make mistakes, but there is no need to punish yourself in any way, shape, or form, to learn. So that's the first thing I really had Kayla switch. So now she learned through positive reinforcement, and you don't really have to take a step back and look at what you did. You just got to move forward. So that was a huge thing with me and Kayla. And kind of the technique we used, we called it cream corn. We just gave it a label, a name. And when I'm with her, she can see when I'm going down a path that isn't the best, or if she goes down a path that maybe isn't exciting, we'll say cream corn. And all that does is tell us, okay, stop, chill out, find something better to focus on, whatever it is. And there's really no judgment to the cream corn, so she can be in the middle of the sentence and I'll just be like, cream corn, and she's not mad or upset about it. She just stops, and then she'll do it to me as well because she's learned so much along the way. She's doing great now. It's awesome. She's had friends over. She eats full meals. She had Chick-fil-A the other day. I don't know if people know about that, but it's a thing in Texas. It's like fast food. She would have never believed that she would ever have Chick-fil-A again, and that was a big deal to her. So this is kind of where we're coming from. She had milkshakes. She had Mediterranean food after not eating for 5 years. I cried when I saw her eat her first meal. It was just unbelievable. At the time we started and we said this, we really, to believe that she was going to eat a full meal was definitely out of the question.
And one thing you can say is when you began.
Yeah. When we started to believe, it started to come.
Was it how many months? Because they might think it's yours or whatever.
Oh, no. I've been working with her for 9 months total. So I would say in the first 2 months, it was slow going. It was very slow going. We had not much going on except for clearing and kind of like picking up the how to think, how to switch. But from the 2 months, it was just like, after that, it was just like gain after gain after gain. And at this point, it's just like constant winning. Every day we're like blown away with cool new stuff. I just had my birthday. It was the best birthday I've ever had. We have so many cool stories. We couldn't even share all the stories here. But it's been an incredible journey.
Yeah, and she was in a wheelchair. And in her bed, when I met her, she was in the dark all day long because she couldn't see anything, of course, plus the blinders. And her muscles are so atrophied. They never worked for 5 years. Now she's actually doing muscle work. She's actually exercising every day, little by little. So she's preparing to get off the wheelchair. She already can go on and off and stand a little bit. And so all the progress, but the progress really is when she began to trust you and you began to work together. At first, she actually resisted a lot of the training and the treatment for months. And actually you were saying, I might just give up. So it's a co-creation, you see. You can't count on someone to do it for you. You have to do it. Now she manifested you. So she manifested an awesome healer. And that's part of the journey. Yeah. But she had to accept it. And once she turned around and said, okay, you can go, I trust you. Then you were a team. And then things began to move after a while. It did take a few months before there was move. But every day there was some inner work done. She was really, it's about eliminating negative beliefs. You found a lot of negative beliefs, negative emotions, things like that on a daily basis. And nobody in the family ever believed she could get out of bed, that she could ever see again, that she could ever be happy again. All of that. Now she's a happy camper. She's happy and everything. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Give me a little feedback here and encouragement to Miguel, who came on a special occasion to share with us.
She asked 9 months. Yeah, it took 9 months to get her from where she was in basically a vegetative state, non-moving, very little interaction, to where she is now, where she's having small workouts twice a day. She can almost stand. She was a vegetable basically. And now that took 9 months. It took 2 months to kind of get her to kind of get these ideas and start moving. But that was just for her to kind of accept the ideas. But the second we got that ideas like rolling, the results were pretty much immediate.
Yeah, and the ideas of the law of attraction, that
Yeah.
the mind was important to create and manifest, that it was not about an extra medication, because the medications didn't do anything. I actually hurt her eyes at one point. And so when she understood it was about her mindset, her emotions, and her beliefs, she did the work, and just by doing that, here's the results today. It's a big day.
Yes.
Amazing. Awesome. So happy for you.
Yeah.
Jelena says, amazing how the universe works. Yeah, she had such a strong desire that she actually attracted at home one of the best healers. And then she had to make another step to actually accept feeling worthy enough to actually work with him and actually do the work. And then once she began doing the work, well, at first nothing happens for a while, like you say. You have to keep going, keep clearing. And then little things began to happen. She began to be able to look for a second or two outside of her mask. That was excruciating pain before, for hours and hours, if she saw any light. And then she ended up seeing slightly, and she had to rewire her eyesight because she couldn't see anything. And now she sees normally and talks normally. She couldn't talk for more than 30 seconds. All of that, it's literally a miracle. And it's only from mindset and knowing the law of attraction. And knowing the law of attraction, she's actually attracted even more. Yeah. Many gifts actually now coming to her. So here we go. Do you have any other questions for Miguel? Any questions? Thank you. Sorry, it didn't get, The guest is Bettina. The guest is Miguel. He is in Houston, and he's an incredible healer right now, and he had a story about healing. Just watch the video on Facebook group. You will learn all of that. But Bettina is from Austria. She's an incredible singer. So love you from Croatia. Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you, everyone. Hi, Miguel.
Hi.
And any other questions? Margaret is here from Australia. She's from the south of Australia. Cool. And she's also a MAP certified practitioner. Cool. So we have 2 practitioners. And that was really to highlight that, the power of the mind. And if you have any questions, let us know. We're on the Facebook group. Join us over there. And I think it's great for today. Let me say goodbye to everyone. Today was a short one, but a fabulous one to give you hope and let you know the possibilities of the mind.
I wanted to give them one more thing before we left.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the last thing I wanted to give you before we left was the last thing we're doing with Kayla is really imagining. It's just like a little technique where you imagine exactly what you want about 1 inch away from your face. Just 1 inch away from your face. And then your goal is simply to allow it to actually come in. So just allowing that goal or whatever it is to flow right into you. And it's been a fun experience. So just try it out. Get back with Colette whether you like it or not, this concept.
Yes. A question from Anne is, how did you feel as the person working with her to keep the face when it was slow to start?
Oh, that was incredibly hard. That was really difficult. Especially when she was not responding to just any of the ideas. And you gotta remember, she can only communicate for 30 seconds at a time. So it was really hard to know whether she captured things or not. So how I kept the faith was just believing in my mindset. I knew that she couldn't change my mindset, and I started to see her as healthy already, and she wasn't going to change that idea in my head. So she can have all the thoughts she wants, but I see her as healthy. She's not going to change that. So that's how I was able to keep the faith. And as we rolled along, just little signs would come up that it started to come about, and that made my mindset extremely more steady. And as I realized that mindset just took off from there. So now neither of us has doubt, and the movement is just really, really powerful. So that's how I kept the faith. I didn't let her mind affect how I was thinking.
So you kept her face, your face, and then because you were so solid vibrationally, she began to pick up on you, on your certainty, on your confidence. That's a great learning.
Yeah, she can feel it. If I don't have faith in her, she's gonna feel it. Most of human communication is nonverbal, so she's gonna feel it. So I had to have faith.
Yes. All right, that's awesome. Any other questions? It's beautiful. You're a gift. Yes, you are. What else do we have? Thank you. What is your Instagram handle?
I actually don't know it. I came here for Colette. Yes. But if you're friends with Colette on Facebook, you can find me there, and I'm sure all my other stuff is there.
All right, wonderful. So just giving you this gift today of Miguel, and I'll see you tomorrow. And in between, join us on the Facebook group. Make sure you join us so that you can listen to this interview again. There's lots of awesome gifts. Thank you,
cool.
Miguel,
You're welcome.
for sharing.
You're welcome.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye.